I went out to dinner last night with Sean Johnson East and Andrew East and Gia Giudice from the show, and they had seen Kody previous to dinner, right before. And they were like, "Where's your wife? Like, where's Robyn?" And he said, uh, Kody said that his wife Robyn couldn't come because if she did come, she was gonna murder me.
Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. Well, Robyn Brown's jealousy is nothing new for most of you that have followed the Sister Wives scandals. She didn't like to share. She didn't like to share Kody so much that she basically caused all kinds of problems in the family. She got Kody to basically turn on all the other women, turn on his kids, and now Kody exists in a bubble with Robyn where he refers to his oldest son, not of Logan, but as David, Dayton Brown. Kody has mentioned that his oldest son watches the show or watched Special Forces, but it wasn't Logan he was talking about. He was talking about Dayton. So Robyn apparently didn't vibe with watching the show and apparently had some issues with Brianna Chickenfry. She's a podcaster. She had the BFFs podcast. The finale of the podcast was just this past Tuesday. And on the finale, she shared a anecdote of a situation from previously that the day before. So she was out to dinner with Gia, Andrew, and Sean, and they were doing some publicity for the finale. They've been on a series of podcasts. Kody himself as well interviewed, and Brianna. I'll show you a couple of clips of the various clips. And apparently, Robyn has a problem with Brianna. Now, it's hard to know why she has a problem with Brianna, but my guess is it's because Brianna is a 25, 26-year-old young woman who's beautiful, who is a threat to Robyn, and who had interactions with Kody, a lot of them on the show. In fact, Brianna and Kody were paired up more than anyone else, as Brianna explained on the Decider podcast.
What were your thoughts on Kody? I know he was just telling me that at one point you told him that he stunk because he wasn't wearing deodorant.
Someone had to do it. But it was out of love. Like, I spent on the show, I would say, the most time with Kody. We were paired up almost every single challenge together, every single car ride. I'm practically with Kody. We ended up bunking next to each other because Mark had left. He was in between us. I spent a lot of time getting to know Kody, and I didn't know who he was before the show. We were very different personalities. And I think someone like him just needs someone like me to kind of rein him in. And I mean, everyone was thinking it. It's just like, who's going to step up and say it?
So Brianna comes from the whole like Barstool world, the podcast. I believe they're in Boston. You know, she's got that whole like East Coast vibe where she's not going to mince words. She's just going to tell you how it is. She doesn't dance around the topic like we do here in the Midwest. And she certainly isn't going to be, you know, like a Mormon wife where they just pretend their husbands walk on water. But I do think that something she said there is why Robyn would view her as a threat, because Robyn fancies herself as the woman that speaks Kody, and she fancies herself as the one that can guide Kody and reel him in, because Kody apparently is so, you know, all over the place. He needs people to monitor him. And honestly, the way that people talk about Kody and how off the wall he is, you would think that this man might have a cognitive disability or something going on with his inability for self-care or dementia or mental illness, something, because the way that these people described him and having to deal with him, we already know he's a narcissist, but some of the behavior is so erratic and off the wall that some people were confused. I mean, Brianna even said it on one of her podcasts. She thought that there must be he must have a disability. And so she felt bad even saying anything about him because she literally thought he was disabled. She said that. She said, I thought there was something wrong. Maybe he's special needs. I'm not sure. I don't want to make fun of him if he is. Now she just realizes he's not, and he's just a maniac. But because Kody is so socially awkward because Kody doesn't care about how he appears to other people, because Kody doesn't read the room and he just keeps talking. And Kody calls it optimism. He claims that he acts like this because he's optimistic. I think Kody suffers from the delusions of having 4 women fight over him for 30 plus years and being the center of the universe. That Kody was able to get away with really bad behavior, and he developed really bad behavior because what was he could act any way, and these women that he was with in their heyday would have just like lapped it up and been so grateful, right? They could explain away all of his ridiculous behavior. They told him he was an amazing father. They told him he was an amazing man. They said he was so trustworthy and awesome and such a hard worker. You know, they made him think he was infallible. And I think what happens with narcissists as they age is they get more and more detached from reality. And when you see malignant narcissists get aged and they're dealing with constant feedback that they don't like, that fractures their whole worldview, they become more and more erratic. And Kody is becoming more and more erratic with age. And that happens often with narcissists, according to experts. So people truly thought Kody was crazy, and Kody didn't like that. So Robyn fancies herself as the person that needs to manage Kody because Kody can't take care of himself, and Kody has verbal diarrhea and he just says whatever comes out of his mouth. He doesn't care who he hurts. He doesn't care the impact on others. And he often relies on people to, guide him, speak for him, remind him to be a good person because on his face, Kody lacks the ability to be a good person in any way. And I think that's a threat to her because Brianna was the person that had to keep him in check and wasn't afraid to keep him in check because that's what Robyn's job is. So let me show you what she said on the BFF podcast, the finale.
Are you crazy? I have a Mormon sister wife that wants to skin me alive? Dude, I couldn't even believe it. First of all, what did I do? If you guys are watching Special Forces, I'm like, I think I was the nicest one to him on the show. I was like doing gentle parenting. I was very nice to him today. We were very calm and collected. We took pictures together. We did podcasts together. We did press together. His wife wants to put a gun to my head. Said that she couldn't come to the press because she was gonna kill me. And also, after this goes out and this gets clipped by the Sister Wives people, I'm gonna have a hit out on my life. And I'm saying that I probably shouldn't have said any of that, but I've never seen her, never met her, never said anything about her. Also, after my experience today with Kody from Sister Wives, I can never wrap my head around it if he's either misunderstood, if he's bad, or what. I'm leaving it as I feel bad, and I just don't want to touch it anymore because I think he's got a bunch of screws loose and I just don't want to make fun of him.
So I guess Kody tells Sean and Andrew and Gia that Robyn won't go to the press and she's not there because she doesn't want to be in the same room as Brianna, because if she would be in the same room with Brianna, she would kill her. And I'm trying to imagine Robyn, the same woman that like walked off of the Coyote Pass when Mary and Janelle were there because she was so afraid of confrontation. Trying to imagine Robyn literally trying to like murder someone. I'm trying to imagine her getting confrontational. I'm trying to imagine her yelling and screaming. I know it happens. I know it happens. I was told by her ex-husband's niece that she witnessed Robyn allegedly hit her ex-husband, like smack him. So I know it happens, allegedly. But for what? Why would she want to kill her? Like, that's a very serious, feeling. Now, is Kody being hyperbolic? Is he being like exaggerating? Is he trying to pit people against, Brianna? Is he saying this to make it to get his own dig where it's like he can say why he's upset without with blaming it on someone else? You know what I mean? But I do think that Robyn probably doesn't want to be around her. I also think he's pitting Robyn against everyone because that's what he does. But I do think that there's some truth here because if she really does want to murder her, or she's mad at her, or she wants to kick her ass, it's jealousy, plain and simple. But Robyn is twofold here, in my opinion. I'm not I'm not Robyn, can't speak for her, but it's my opinion that Robyn is the kind of person that she doesn't like it when people talk crap about Kody. And Kody has already said that Robyn will throw up dukes if people talk about him. Like she'll throw up her fists, which, okay. He used to brag about that. But I also think, like, if you put yourself in, I'm Robyn's age, so I'm 47. Brianna's 26. Brianna is beautiful and she's young and she tells it like it is and she's attractive, and no matter what Robyn says, she is always threatened by other women when it comes to Kody because she's spent the last 15, 16 years in a relationship with him where he has always had outside influences, if you know what I mean. Like he's always had an outside outlet besides her until recently. And he's already made clear to her that, you know, on the show that he doesn't get his needs met physically, right? So he's made comments to her like, the only reason I would bring in another woman is because I'm not getting my needs met sexually. So Robyn is going to view Brianna as someone that is a threat physically, like, and that Kody might be attracted to. So it's like twofold. Like she'll be mad because Brianna's talking crap about her husband, but then also it's going to be that she views her as a threat. She's the one that's in the closest proximity to Kody throughout the entire filming. She's the one that's in challenges with him throughout all of filming. She's the one that has to like keep him motivated and cheer him on and be nice to him. And during the show, she was the nicest to him, by the way. Like most people didn't want anything to do with with him. Like Randall Cobb thought he was like insane, didn't want to have to even think of him or be near him. And now I know because Kody admitted that he called Randall the wrong name the whole time. He was always talking. He smelled really bad because he didn't take care of himself. He didn't take showers. He didn't bathe. He didn't wear deodorant. These are things that the normal human would do, but Kody didn't do. He had excuses for why he didn't do it, but he just didn't do it. So Robyn views the fact that Brianna was nice to him during this challenge like as a threat. It's crazy. But I also think that Robyn didn't go because she's got two kids. It's the school year and her kids are in school right now. So she's got Ariella and she's got Solomon, and both of them are in school. Who's she going to leave them with? It's not like they have like an endless supply of nannies anymore. They don't really use nannies anymore. So she's got two kids in school, so she's not going to go for that reason. But I'm sure she would use it as an excuse to be like, I can't go because if I go, I'm going to kick her ass. Well, I'm just going to tell you, Brianna, girl, you have nothing to fear with her, although you are much smaller than her. So Robyn is 5'10" or 5'11". She is like a gigantor. She might even be taller than Kody. She's a lot bigger than you are. You are like, I think, 110 pounds soaking wet. She's not 110 pounds soaking wet, and she's 5'10". So, you know, but you have nothing to worry about because Robyn is she's all talk. She likes to use Kody as a shield, and she has, I think, some sort of thyroid condition because her neck looks pretty out of control and looks like she might have some sort of goiter. And I don't think she has the energy to travel, to see anyone, to do anything. So I think you're safe. But I think you are also accurate that he has a few screws loose, like you said. And I think it's accurate for you to say that, you know, you didn't always enjoy being around him because that's fair. That's fair. And if you really don't like him, you can say that too, Brianna. We in the Sister Wives, you know, lore in the side of the internet, Brianna, we appreciate the fact that you say it like it is. And we've appreciated the fact that you've called him out. We appreciated that you called him creepy. We appreciated that you said that you didn't like how he treats women. We've appreciated all of the things that you've said because most women that are around Kody refuse to acknowledge how awful he is to women. And it took a 26-year-old woman to put him in his place. And I think there is beauty in that because Kody has children that are 26 years old. He has children in their 30s. And to date, none of them have, you know, put him in this place. So, yeah. So Robyn apparently views Brianna as a threat and wants to kick her ass and apparently is jealous of Kody. But that also makes me wonder what Kody has said about Brianna, you know, behind the scenes. Like, did Kody tell Robyn that she was beautiful, that she was so nice, that they slept on bunks next to each other? You know what I mean? Did she not like that they had to do all these activities with each other and they were close to one another? Because Robyn, I'll tell you one thing, Brianna was not charmed by your husband. So Brianna and Robyn Brown. Robyn's coming for Brianna. Do you think Robyn will respond? She didn't respond to Us Weekly's request for comment. So tell me in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed and click the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, besties.